The ability to innovate is one of the things that determine the success of an empire. Innovation, since time in antiquity, has always been critical in the formation of empires and their preservation. Innovation stimulates economies by providing citizens with jobs, and it leads to the construction of efficient transport networks that help to secure the safe carriage of goods and people. The Roman Empire, just like today's empires, utilized a combination of innovation to secure its position as the world's superpower. For example, Roman medics came up with a brilliant innovation to stop immediate blood loss in battle. This innovation saved many Roman soldiers who would have otherwise died. Many technological developments of the Roman civilization have survived the test of time. We even use some today. In this Liber-Tea episode, we will be discussing the Roman Empire's greatest technological advancements. The Roman civilization made exemplary advancements in technology, architecture, and warfare. All these helped the Roman Empire advance its influence across its territories for centuries. These advancements enabled Romans to enjoy various amenities, including highways, water systems, public baths, and sports arenas. Here are a few Roman inventions that were truly outstanding. The aqueduct. Roman cities had, among other things, underground sewage systems, ornate public baths, fountains, and public toilets. The invention of the aqueducts in circa 312 BC made these aquatic inventions possible. The aqueduct, which today is an engineering marvel, utilized gravity to carry water along with concrete, stone, and lead pipeline into cities. Aqueducts were a valuable innovation as they helped advance sanitation and public health within Roman cities. Additionally, they liberated Romans from relying on nearby water sources. While Roman engineers did not invent the aqueduct, they advanced it tremendously. Hundreds of aqueducts supplied Roman cities with fresh, clean water. 16 aqueducts, for example, served Rome. Aqueducts transported water over long distances. Some carried water as far as 50 miles. The most outstanding thing about this innovation is that some Roman aqueducts are used today. For instance, a restored aqueduct supplies Rome's Trevi fountain. Newspapers. Romans kept abreast of recent occurrences around the empire by reading newspapers written on stone or metal tablets. The newspapers were placed at strategic places within Roman cities. These ancient newspapers, called the Acta Diurna, or daily acts, detailed the empire's legal, military, and civil issues. Additionally, the Acta provided information about deaths and births, gladiatorial bouts, human interest stories, and lists of sporting activities. Historians believe that these early newspapers came into circulation in circa 131 BC. The Acta Senatus reported proceedings of the Senate, but it was not available for public viewing. However, in 59 BC, Julius Caesar sanctioned their publication as part of his reforms as consul, highways and roads. At the height of the Roman Empire, Rome governed over 1.7 million square miles. To ensure effective administration within the empire, Rome commissioned the construction of highways and roads that linked different parts of the empire. Roman engineers used a mixture of bricks, gravel, and dirt to construct some of the most sophisticated roads in the ancient world. The roads were skillfully constructed to allow proper drainage. By 200 AD, the Romans had over 60,000 miles of roads. Some of these roads are still used today. Battlefield surgery. Roman medics invented numerous surgical tools. They also pioneered cesarean section, which helped to reduce maternal mortality. However, their most significant contribution to medicine was on battlefields. During the reign of Augustus, the Roman military established a medical corps dedicated to performing medical procedures on battlefields. The medical corps saved many lives through various medical innovations, such as hemostatic tourniquets, which help curb blood loss. They also help curb the spread of diseases in military camps by supervising sanitation. The harpax and the corvus. Roman military engineers tried to offset their lack of experience in naval warfare by inventing the corvus. The corvus is a movable bridge that Roman soldiers hooked on enemy ships. This device enabled them to board enemy ships when the sea was calm. This also helped the Roman navy gain the upper hand against the enemy. Despite the corvus's advantages, the Romans stopped using it after the First Punic Wars. In place of the corvus, Roman military engineers came up with the harpax, a harpoon and winch system that played a similar role to that of the corvus. The postal system. The Cursus Publicus postal service was established during Emperor Augustus's reign. This system allowed Romans to transport notices and messages across the empire. The Roman postal service was greatly successful due to its effective road networks. Traveling on Roman roads, mounted messengers covered at least 50 miles daily. Apartment buildings, insulae. Due to population growth, Rome was in constant need of living spaces. To cure this problem, Roman engineers invented large tenement blocks that could host many people at once. This invention also helped the Romans save space, as their apartment buildings went up to 8 stories. By the 4th century AD, Rome had over 45,000 apartment blocks. Well-to-do Romans occupied the lower floors, while poor Romans occupied the top floors. Typically, medium to lower class families occupied insulae. Roman elites preferred designated areas around cities. Concrete. Concrete played a critical role in the Roman building industry. The Romans were the first people to use concrete to secure the structural integrity of their buildings. The concrete used by the Romans was a mixture of seawater, volcanic ash, and lime. This mixture worked perfectly as many Roman buildings stand today. The Romans improved this product so that builders could use it underwater. The Codex. During the period of the empire, writing was done on scrolls or clay tablets. This made it extremely difficult to transport or store these texts. Clay tablets, for instance, were brittle and hard to store. Some scrolls were over 10 meters in length. Imagine having to unroll this scroll to find information. During the rule of Julius Caesar, the Codex, a papyrus collection, was unveiled. According to historical records, the Codex is the first bound book in the world, which featured an index and a table of contents. Thank you for listening to this discussion about Roman technology. We hope you have enjoyed it and have developed an appreciation for Roman ingenuity. Like, share, and subscribe to the Liber-Tea channel for more interesting discussions on the Roman Empire. Feel free to point out more Roman inventions in the comment section.